tournaments. And Jeremy, bear in mind, this is the last 128. What a potentially difficult hurdle this will be for Yapp to clear.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you know, it's a tough one for both guys. A match kind of.
Not the start that Patsura would have wanted, Jeremy.
Probably, maybe not near the outcome we get used to seeing from his partner. I'll tell you, for a big match and something to settle in, there's nothing. Yeah, this has got to go or get a friendly bump. Not the stroke he wanted. He wanted to draw. Cue ball's going to have some speed. Yeah, watch out for the corner. He's going to have to come with one here. It's been really. He's going to get a little more out of it with the friendly bump off the 8. Just enough to get above the 8.
He's made a meal of it.
Yeah, and of course, Yapp, I don't want to say perfectionist, but he's very good with the cue ball. But having to bury a couple nice ones doesn't hurt the confidence moving forward. They're early over Ali Bivagani, I believe it is. And the cue ball in a better position, but I don't like that. I like keeping it real natural. Yeah, he put a little more right on the cue ball. He's going to get him over that 7 again.
To Poland. And with the great help of his good buddy Fedor Gorst and also Christina Tkach.
Playing exceptionally well that year. I think that was the year that Federer won it. I'm not 100%, but
$3,000, and hope in his heart that he would make it big in the land of opportunity, and he certainly goes.
With that cue in his hand. I'd like to get it in the hand soon. Oh, that was a big miss there. Wow. The 7 coming out.
Yeah, you said he doesn't seem too worried. It wasn't a gimme combo, but I fancied him to make it.
Beautiful. Going on 55 years now, I believe, something like that. It's coming up soon, the week after the U.S. Open. Again, we're a little thinner than maybe the camera tells us. I think he's attacking here. Well, I think just doing so many matches, what you're seeing is the same as me. When he hits the ball, he's just not 100% sure. Well, like you said yesterday, Phil, it's the true champions. They
So he's taken the first rack from Raymond Linares.
easiest to get across either. So you're playing a rail first, lightly. See how this ball's spreading up the table. Gonna ease this, and trying to find the traffic between all those balls was difficult. I think that's a smart choice overall, even though he's let him see it here. This is pretty natural to go behind the 9. should be good. He's had some chances. Yeah, and it's just, I don't know if these guys didn't sleep as well as they wanted. To see Sam out here playing, he just actually finished and got his real estate license. So staying busy. 7 with the 8 over the corner and the 9 over the side.
Yes, he's not pulled up any trees so far. I think Yapp is vulnerable. I really do.
How you want. It's easy or hard to forget that if he really leans on height. Put a little more speed on that one. Not sure if we'll get another look. I think the one is open compared to all the years past.
$11-10. Last 64 he lost in the World Championship. $3-9 it is. And so Aloysius in the world of pool. He's well aware, of course, it's going to be a very difficult task to improve enough to be world class, but at least he's giving it a go and use.
Is it a kick shot of some sort? Down here below the 9. Try to see the 2 at all, or if he's kicking at it, trying to bring the cue ball backwards a little. I'm trying to use the 6 maybe. Playing it lightly, trying to use the 6. And just the
way, reset and relax. It is last 64 and last 32.
Much Zelensky and Oi. But at 2-2, just remember it.
Yeah, missing a ball in hand is, I suppose, the...
That one there, no excuse.
Used a lot of the pocket there. Patsura keeping Yapp within. Well, this time the 1 finds the target, the 2 is open. Yeah, he's a solid. Three.
Just like he started the match. Now tied at 3 apiece. Yeah, caught that little one a little heavy to the pot.
Well, I think the word is
workers, but sometimes it looks a little more like work than other times, and I think that's what feels. That's the best connection. I know he doesn't seem to get the spreads like some of the other players, but still very.
Tough, and I think Yapp is discovering that time and again.
Around the table quickly. Smart player too, makes decisions easily. Yeah, the timing is definitely off for the stroke. I don't know about that. I thought that was a little more difficult than it looked, and I thought. And I tell you, I think what it is, Phil, is we somewhat full on the 5, work a little angle to deal with the problem on the 6-7. This is going to fall too straight, I think.
Yeah, ample room behind the 7 to use that as the blocking ball. Again, you're saying, Jeremy, comes to mind. It happened earlier on. It pays to hit. So it looks as though... But crucially, only halfway. There's still plenty of toil ahead. Back in. Well, that was a pretty sporting break. Look at that.
It's not developed as much, and now...
As one of the fastest growing cities in the United States.
Yeah, well, 2 years in a row, just a few years ago, it was the #1, something a little better than that. So I know there's all kinds of different ones, but I've got a couple of friends, whether it's brisket, steak, all kinds of unique places, of course. And if you like top, is he going high inside here? This is not easy. Boy, he got a lot out of the cue ball there.
I think this... Three consecutive racks for 10-1.
Yeah, caught those a little heavy, but it's going to work out as far as the ones down. Is he going to get a decent bank on the... Beautiful. Kind of pulled it down the rail a little bit. I think we should go to picking another after seeing a few days, and we go into this single elimination. Not saying we have to, but you're always going to try and play great position. But the way the tables are playing and the sacrifice of how tough the pocket is, I think you just got to get... Oh, dead center. He's going to need some help. Needs a bump. Like I said, and maybe not get that cushion. Oh, he played it with spin. Look at this. Went by the 7 to get on the 9. Long on the bend, but short of the 6 off the second cushion. Oh, he hit it pretty nice. Seems like it's always hard to get the right speed. Remember the draw stroke to get on that 5 ball. Needs quite a bit here to get above the 7. Pretty good. I'll tell you someone that you may not pick from the start, although a few years ago we thought he was heading in that direction. I think he's back. And especially when the tables are playing extra tough.
Yeah, he's one of those players that doesn't look...
You know, 5 or 6 years ago. And I never learned so much from a young player in my life. Yeah, and our former champion's going to end up with another shot, I believe. your hands a little bit trying to work the cue ball.
Carl has just leaned over and said something, it's euphemism, methodical.
Yeah, it's just not there for Yapp. The timing's just off. It looks like he's getting it here. Oh, great shot. Needed it.
Well, you're right. Apparently it's coming from the Atlantic.
Looks a lot different than 8-3.
Yeah, I was joking away there, but far more often than you might imagine.
Yeah, and really could be closer, even a little bit, maybe Patsura in the lead if he could have taken advantage of a few of those things. He's had his mistakes as well. Yeah, it could be almost a golden break. And here's that dress up you were talking about. Yeah, that's just some mistakes in this match. Oh, is he going to get away with it? Wow. I figure someone is going to pick filler. Big shot there. Okay. He's going to ease this. Okay, going into the 8 maybe.
Excessive. Can't really say that. But he's not at full efficiency. No way.
Yeah, you're going to give up something here, you would think. The 6 goes off the 7 easily. All kinds of funny things. I like the 7 a little more with speed. Oh. But man, what a turning point, I think. About
8, and he scratched. No scratch this time, no alarms. As the storm rages outside, Aloysius Yapp is an ultra marathon.
Yeah, even the break has been a little here and there. Don't think he gets it back. I think it'll be some type of chip shot on the 1. Mr. AJ Manis. Gauge, that's the shot I originally saw, but I thought it was always hard to get the snooker, especially with the awkward cueing. Now, did he leave this? I don't think the combination is playable. I really don't. Sending the cue ball towards that upper left corner. Oh, he didn't even get over it. So tactically, it's been real troublesome here in this match for Vitali. You know, ball seems really good. But I think it has to be the humidity that...
Could be last knockings for Sholnocky. He needs the 8 and the 9 to place another 1,000 ranking points.
All right, wants the cue ball to spread a little bit to get the 5 in the side, I believe. Needs that to go. Should be okay, though.
The Manny Perez or Yannick Pongas.
Nice strike.
Choita or Lance Island next.
Ball out here this week.
Yapp on the hill. how often it happens so.
Probably going to get this one back. Bruise, you get the snooker behind the purple, but otherwise, yeah, I was going to say, otherwise you're giving up a shot. Really shocked to the cue ball coming across with a little low left spin. He hit it sweet. His best strike of the match.
The way to winning the World 9-Ball Championship 4 years ago. Mika Immonen. Now, they're on the verge of victory and they can't quite get it done. I'm not saying this is going to happen here, but I wouldn't entirely discount it.
And the very next year, I was right there. His first round match, he lost Hill to Chris Bartram and went all the way 2 matches on one table before that first match there is complete. Usually when they start like that, they're not going to pick up speed. Usually it's just going to... All right, just a little bit of work left here. As well.
9-5, not out.
Much better break off there. A nasty cluster with. I think he's going 2 cushions anyways, almost has to be. Not bad.
That's
really out of nowhere. Big turning point in the match too. Yapp had pretty full control, and then that was really the chance for Vitaly. I was gonna say make.
The 8-ball.
Hair bigger for the 7. He struck it really sweetly. Times a little scrappy at other moments, but ooh, even there ends up a little short with the cue ball.
It is mission accomplished again for Aloysius.